Police found the head and body of a tiny girl in separate locations, but the biggest question was, who was this child, and what was the horrifying story behind her death? Her name was Erica Michelle Marie Green, and she was just 3 years old. Erica lived with her mother, Michelle Johnson, and her stepfather, Harold Johnson, and her childhood was far from normal. Both adults were addicted to drugs and alcohol and already had multiple police cases and warrants against them, so they were constantly on the run, moving from place to place. In April 2001, the family was staying in Kansas City, Missouri, when one night Erica refused to sleep. That small act triggered extreme rage in her stepfather, who was heavily intoxicated. In a violent outburst, Harold kicked Erica repeatedly, striking her head and face, and even beat her with an ashtray. The little girl collapsed on the floor, critically injured and struggling to breathe. This was the moment when a mother should have stepped in to save her child, but Michelle Johnson did nothing. She didn't call a hospital or an ambulance because she knew that if the police got involved, their past crimes would surface and both of them would end up in jail. Erica suffered for hours before finally dying. After her death, they made an even more disturbing decision. Fearing identification, Harold used hedge clippers to separate Erica's head from her body so she couldn't be recognized. Her body was dumped near a wooded area, and her head was placed in a plastic bag and left elsewhere. On April 28, 2001, people discovered the remains near Hibbs Park in Kansas City and alerted the police. The child had no clothes, no ID, and her head was found separately, leaving investigators in shock. With no identity, police named her Precious Doe. For 4 years, sketches were released, media coverage spread nationwide, and the entire country knew her only by that name. Yet no one came forward. In 2005, a relative finally tipped off the police, and DNA confirmed that Precious Doe was actually Erica Michelle Marie Green. Police quickly tracked down Michelle and Harold, arrested them in Oklahoma, and brought them back to Missouri. Harold admitted to the abuse, and Michelle's neglect was proven in court. The court ruled that Erica died due to brutal assault and that her mother intentionally failed to seek help, while the mutilation of her body was done to hide evidence. Harold Johnson was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole, and Michelle Johnson received 25 years in prison under a plea deal. The most painful truth is that Erica's suffering didn't come from strangers. It came from the people who were supposed to protect her. Today, Erica rests with her real name, but her case remains a haunting reminder that sometimes the most dangerous place for a child is their own home.